Wubby, I gotta ask, if you, Alex, Carlos, Peanut, and Ash were in an elevator and it stopped, how would you react if Peanut started jumping with the intention of trying to get it to work?
Not enough weight. I need to just talk about this to close some tabs because it's making my computer lag. This is kind of tangential. Ooh, what is the word? Tangentially related? Transgenital? Tangentially. That can't be right. Anyway, this is kind of about magic. You don't have to like magic to appreciate this story. Anybody have a cat? I love my cat. I would die for my cat in a video game. I wouldn't die for my cat. If my cat started communicating to me that I needed to kill my friends or my family, I would do it for my cat. The point being, okay, anyone... That might be the worst scream. That was bad. I got to admit, that was bad. That was bad. That was bad. Mods, if any clips pop out of that, you can permaban them. That was a Home Alone screen. I'm not even going to thank who gifted the subs. Fuck you. You don't get it. My secret lair, the Marvel sold out secret lair, by the way. I had it, okay? And I left one of them on my board game table. I just left, whatever. I didn't think anything of it, right? And it's the only thing on this giant wormwood table. It's just one there. I guess it slipped when I was... Ah! We are turning off the gong. Was that from... Oh my God, 10,000 bits from X Trent after the 50? Let's read what he said. Dear Father Wubby, thank you for everything you do. I've been watching for over 2 years on YouTube and just now tuning in for my first stream. Can we welcome this man, please? I just came back from a 9-month deployment. Oh my God. And that's crazy. And how'd it go? What's the KD, baby? I'm kidding. I don't even know. You probably worked on some diesel engine somewhere. And I made sure to... I shouldn't have asked that. That's insane. And I made sure to download all the videos I could watch from the Red Sea to Greece. What does that mean? What does he do? Thank you for making a combat deployment bearable, even if you don't know it. Thank you for everything. Let's see chat, spam, cat jam. Bro, you can tell this guy's been gone for 9 months. He's coming in with like, what happened to Piano Kid? Hey, man, thank you. I appreciate... Thank you. We appreciate you, man. I'm glad you're... I hope you're doing okay. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're alive. And I hope that... I hope your brain still ticks right. You know what I'm saying, bro? Anyway, back to my life, which is more difficult. How do I top that? Bro, I just came back from war. Anyway, I can't wait to hear this guy talk about how his cat threw up. My secret lair, okay? I left one on my Wormwood, my giant board game table. It's the only thing on there, and I didn't even think about it. I guess I forgot it there. So I'm walking up to my table today, and I see... It's almost like, this is where it's like owning cats. Sometimes it makes you want to, sometimes you want to kick one. You never do, and you never will. But sometimes you have like a vision in your head of how many walls could you kick it through, but you don't. And then, in fact, just for having that thought, you go pet him. Here's a churu. Have a churu, little guy. And I walked up and like tactically on the only object on the whole table, a just perfect vomit. Now, this is after I cleaned up a little bit of it, and then I went, I need to take a photo just to show it to chat. A perfect, on the most expensive one, too. On the most expensive, it's the Storm Secret Lair Marvel. You can see I started to wipe it up here, but it was like you can see here, it was a pile. And the pile got under the Marvel thing, too, and it stuck it to the table. Racist cats, because Storm's black in this set. That's true. But I will say Black Panther was fine. It's personal, right? Like, I saw this and I'm just like, look at, this picture doesn't show the whole thing. Whoa. Look, this is half the table. There's 3 leaflets on this table. Here's one. This is the second part of one. This is half the table. And this cat made an active decision to, oh, how about right here? Storm's always black. Well, now it's covered in vomit, dude. So that's how my day's going. Oh, I just got back from 9-month deployment. Yeah, but was your Storm vomited on? And you know what? You want to talk about most difficult job on planet Earth here? Least paid, overworked. A spider was on my glasses today. I'm sitting here at my desk and I see a spider crawl across. Well, I don't realize at first. Take it off. It's a little like baby spider, right? Did you die? I wish I did. Yeah. $10 to lick it. This is the past. Oh, you mean the cat throw up? $10 to lick it? What do you think? $10 to lick it? Normally I try to save spiders when I see them, but when I view it as like combat. When we're that close, when we're engaged, when it's like on me, it's not, I don't even consciously think to kill it. I'm just in panic mode till it's dealt with. Do you know what I mean? It's, and then I look and it's dead. It's too late. If I see a spider on my wall, depending, right, I might go get a cup and let it out. Like, Peanut has a real... Wow. Okay, hold on. Let me hype myself up real quick. I'm not going to scream like that anymore. I'm deployed right now. And if I scream, my entire squad will laugh at me. I cannot scream like that. I need to take it on the chin. I need to growl when it happens. I need to consume it. And what's this term for this when you do this? See what I mean? You want to know when it really... Okay, here's the reality. You want to know how to get me, chat? I'm gonna teach you the secret to how to get me. Wait till I've totally forgotten and I'm... See, that's not how it works. I'm on now. I'm on now. I'm talking you out of gifting subs too. I'm on. It's when I'm miles away in a deep thought with another conversation. I think they were gifting for the vomit licking. We're not... Okay, guys. Listen, I hate when you do this, where it's like, do this thing, and I go, I don't want to do it. And then you just start paying me. And then 20 minutes later, we paid you. Go eat the vomit, Wubby. I feel like that can't... Why do you even want to see that? Why do you even want to see me lick the vomit storm? You will die? It does not seem safe. I think that's actually my biggest fear, is because, like, I can handle my tongue tasting something disgusting. I don't think I could stop my OCD, not actual OCD, but like weird over thought process of, oh great, I'm gonna die from whatever this vomit thing is that I licked. It's a health issue, like, for sure. Yeah, dude. In fact, I feel like if someone's dumb enough to Google, can I eat cat vomit? They should probably be put down anyway. Like, there's no overlap of people that deserve to live and people trying to hedge their bets on if they can eat cat vomit. Let me explain. Hey, sir. Oh, no, sir. Stop. I'm not eating the cat vomit. Don't gift now to be like, no, I'm involved. Nope, not interested. Nope. But I say, dude, he gifted 5. He ats me and he goes, vomit time. It's just not. It's simply, I'm not going to eat the cat vomit. And I'm actually kind of mind melted that you guys have locked into me sharing this story and going, oh, well, what if we just tell him to eat it? That wasn't what I was sharing this with you. Ludwig licked cat vomit. It's okay. Oh, well, if Ludwig did it. Let's move through this very quickly. I want to tell you guys a quick story about a dinner we went to. Speaking of horror, we went to a dinner in Vegas that was one of these experience dinners. It was a big room where all the walls and the table was all like projection bullshit, and it was interactive with your hands, and it was cool, right? I've been to a really, really, really nice one with Gamer Subs. It was one of the best dinners I've ever had. Alex booked one of these, and we did the new one they have, which is called Undead Dinner Party. And I'm about to blow up this whole spot right now, and I feel bad because everyone working there was nice. They were all very nice. There was actors who came in. It was a whole story that followed Dracula. Sneestan was there. She was gone. It was very funny. And we did it was all horror themed. It was Dracula horror themed. Let me show you some examples. This is not exact. This is the website. These are like their promo photos. Looked a little worse than this, but this is what it is. It's like, ooh, it's all horror themed. Ooh, the bloody handprint. Ooh. Okay, here's the thing. It's one of the worst dinners I've ever been to in my life. I'm actually warning my audience to never go to this. Someone just said it. Someone immediately just said it. It was so unappetizing. So we had it started there at Amuse Bouche. Am I using that correctly? We had an amuse-bouche. It was an eyeball, a pre-thing to the meal that was brought out. It was an eyeball with a nail through it covered in blood, right? Right out the gate. First off, it tasted like nothing. It just clears your fucking palate. Amuse-bouche. But it was disgusting to taste. And not only that, instantly, I am already kind of feeling like, oh, because it was just gross. I can't think of a worse combo that gets me in the mood to eat than horror. But that's not all, right? So the food, some of the food was like inedible and not good. Some of it was okay, but the presentation was instantly making me feel sick. But let me describe the worst one of all. So the menu, they have a menu. Hold on. Let me show you what was on this fucking menu. It's not appetizing sounding. Look at this. Okay, let me read this to you. All right. So we're looking at the menu. We called the waitress over because we were like, this isn't real, right? She's like, no, it's not. But I'm like, why would you? It's not fun. It's like so unappetizing. Truffle cauliflower soup, frog blood parsley oil, rodent brain florets, butterfly pea flower acid. And it's all served to look like this shit. And when it gets brought out, it's just like, oh, it sounds gross. So again, it wasn't necessarily disgusting tasting, but like you can't get it out of your head because it's all being served to look like this shit. Now, kind of lazy description. Yeah, go off, dude. Where are my chefs at? The one that I really hated, where is it? By the way, bread of life, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Piece of bread with butter. Best thing in the whole night. It's not listed on here, but they brought out the one that fucked the whole meal up for me. I mean, it's seriously, I was done with dinner halfway through when this one got served. An IV comes out that you literally have to unclip the little plug of like an actual thing, unclip it, and then you raise it over your head and you drink it. It's a salty, it's made to taste like blood. It's a salty, oh, here it is. Spiced wine Halloween IV drip. It was like a salty wine. Maybe if it was served in a glass, I'd be more okay with it. But like it hit my mouth and I'm like, I feel like my mouth is bleeding. It tastes like my mouth is bleeding. I'm done. I'm good. It's immersive. So why am I telling you guys this? I guess if you're in Vegas and this is your shit, I'm not making fun of you for it being your shit. Go for it. Enjoy it. But I hated it. I like the idea of the IV, but make it taste good. That's okay. Dude, that was my whole point, right? If you're going to go with the horror theme, I get it. But then your food has to be kind of stand out. It has to be superb food. The food was mid, at times bad. And then with the horror theme, I was sick. I left sick. I shit you not. I had you know what I did? We went out. After that, we gambled. We got it twisted. I had a fucking chicken Big Mac in my bed, 2 a.m. And I was never happier. Based, it was so good, dude. Chicken Big Mac fucking slaps, bro. That's the thing. You go to these nice restaurants sometimes, they don't hit. Just hit up McDonald's, you're good. You're golden. It's like eating at the Heart Attack Grill. It makes me feel like I'm gonna go to the hospital because the decor of how everything is presented. Yep, dude, the Heart Attack Grill is gross. I hate it. The dude who owns it is so gross too. Like there's certain things that you don't combine with food, and horror is one of them. I eat while I watch horror. That's different though. It's a little different. When the food comes out and is made to look horrible, like unappetizing, like one of the dishes is supposed to look like dirt and shit in the dirt. And I'm just like, I don't want to like, I'm like, I don't want to put this in my mouth. I take a bite. I'm like, okay, the taste is good, but I can't get over that this is made to look like it rolled on the ground. I didn't get it. And I'd say the majority of the people we went with were in the same boat. There were a couple people who were like, I liked it. But most of us were like, you just reviewed another menu? Fuck, you're right. It's becoming normal. So I got a haircut today to prep for MagicCon because my hair was getting a little, apparently this is a bad word in Australia. My hair was getting a little poofy.
Wubby, turn Streamlabs off right now. The stream is a failure. Cut the power right now. Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual. You'll ruin your eyes watching so close to the monitor.
Whoa. Little schizo moment there. Okay. So anyway, I needed to get a haircut, so I got a haircut at my favorite haircut, my favorite $20 haircut spot. The boys know. And it was a lovely Asian lady. I don't know, where she was necessarily from, but she was very kind, overly kind. But she was doing the thing that I don't know how to call it what it is, because listen, I'm just going to be racist right now, and that's okay. I want everyone to know it's okay. She was doing what I would only describe as foreigner honesty. She's not a foreigner by any means, but it was like, I've experienced this with my dad's friends who aren't from America. My dad has a lot of Middle Eastern friends, and they will be like, you're kind of fat. And I'm like, thank you. Is that normal? I wouldn't have said that, but I'm okay with, I'm not mad at you, but also, okay. And I want to be clear. I don't know what it was. I'm not saying that all this type of people are this, but she was so honest, and I'm going to tell you about it now. Very straightforward. Exactly. We get it from our parents. Whatever it is, right? She was super kind to me. And that's why I wasn't like, what are you doing right now? But she's like, and I'm not going to, here's the growth. I'm not going to do the accent. I still have that racist dog in me, but he's gotten older. So I'm not going to do the accent. Okay. But she goes, she goes, your eyebrows are very bushy. Let me trim those up for you. And I was like, what? She's like, let me trim your eyebrows for you. Let me take care of those. I was like, oh, at first I was like, are they? And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Trim them up. Go for it. She's like, you're going to look so good. Solid upsell. No, by the way, no upcharge. No, nothing. Just a basic haircut. She did not charge me anything else. She's like, I'm like, okay, that was whatever. Thank you. I appreciate. She's like, you're going to look so good. She was all compliments too. I love your hair color. She said I have a really nice head shape, which I don't know if she meant my hair or what, but very sweet. But then this is the one thing. It's not that crazy. I've had worse hair experiences. Now keep in mind, I've gotten my hair cut from the same little cheap, basic haircut place for years now. And she said, your hair, when you walked in, it was messed up. And I'm like, oh, what do you mean? She goes, you cut your own hair, don't you? And I'm like, no. And I'm still being like cheeky with her. I'm like, no, I don't cut my own hair. And she goes, you must have cut your own hair. It's so uneven. And I'm like, no. And I'm like still smiling, trying to be like chill with her. She's like, no, you must have cut your own hair. And I'm like, okay, all right. What's making you say that? And she starts going through. She's like, this side uneven. She's like, bald spot. Again, I'm not doing the accent, but she's like, bald spot, but cut wrong. She's like, length wrong. And I'm like, no, I swear. And this is where my social awkwardness comes into play. She brings over another hairstylist to be like, he cut, like she's pointing out, like, oh, look, like he's cut. She's like, never do that. Never cut your hair on your own ever again. And at this point, crossroads where I'm like, do I put my foot down and go, no, I guess someone just cut it wrong? Or do I do what I chose to do and just awkwardly go, yeah, you're right. I went, yeah, I really do got to stop cutting my own hair. Did she point out your calendar? No! I was like, yeah, you're right. My bad. I'm like, I probably won't do it again after this. Thank you. Like, I appreciate it. She was talking about your headphone dent. I'll be honest with you. I didn't see what the fuck she was talking about at all. But I'm just like, yeah, no, that's fair. Like, she's like, yeah. And the rest of the haircut, she's like, just for, like, because she was, like, getting proud of her haircut. She was like, yeah, please never cut your own hair again. And I'm in too deep. I'm like, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking. Probably made her day. Well, I have you know, every time I go to this haircut place, okay, it's either $20 to $25, depending, and I always tip 100%. If it's 20, she walks away with 20. If it's 25, I do 25 every time. And then I had this kind of worry. I don't want to change, right? I did do the tip, and she was so thankful. She was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's very kind." Whatever. I walked away going, I wonder if I like emboldened her, like I empowered her, that she thinks all the things she said to me she should start doing to other customers. I don't think. I started to feel like guilty of like, no, wait. Don't tell people you think they cut their own hair. That's a bad thing. Maybe if you want to trim up their eyebrows, don't be like, you got some bushy eyebrows, bro. Stupid right guy. What is this? Hold on. Am I being... What is that? Okay, hold on. Is this first time chatter calling me a stupid white guy? I don't get it. Is that the joke here? What color are you? Let's do this. Let's go toe to toe. Go ahead. I got some things I could say about you. It doesn't matter what color you are. We got plenty. Just give me a color. Let's go, baby. Toe to toe. What do you got? What color are you? Yeah, I just woke up. or is this person saying the hairstylist would call me a stupid right guy? We had great rapport, but I'll have you know, it was an Asian joke. I think they're doing an Asian accent poorly. That's even more fucked up. Me and this Asian haircut lady, we had a great conversation about how I cut my own hair, which I lied to save her. Thank you very much. Dude, I have so many embarrassing hair stories, but they've formed me. They've changed me, and I don't enter a hair salon now without showering at least like 30 minutes before minimum. I don't do it after the hair milk story. Do you know the hair milk story? I'll tell it in about 5 seconds here. I one time rushed and rolled out to get a haircut, having not showered in a few days. This was a rookie play. When, or did I have hair? Whatever it was. She asked me if I had hair gel in my hair when she started cutting, and I was like, oh, yeah, something like that. And when she sprayed, like, milk-looking substance started dripping off. Anyway, we'll just move on from that. I don't want to get too into it. But it was really embarrassing, and I felt very guilty, and I tipped very well, but it also changed me. It changed. I never want to experience that again. Does it fit in your mouth? Does the Nido? I don't want to try. I don't like putting things in my mouth that could explode. Which, hold on, haha, okay. But for real, like, all gay jokes aside, I don't. I have I have a fear, like glow sticks, anything that has poison in it. I have an oral fixation, but not like with this. Putting it in my mouth, my first thought would be, this is gonna explode in my mouth, and I'm gonna have to go to whatever to get my stomach pumped or something. I had a pen explode in my mouth. It's not fun, dude. It's horrific. So yeah, that happened. That was a nice little haircut story. But also on the way to the haircut, I stopped by my local game store, my LGS, and I picked up a couple cards that I wanted for MagicCon for a couple decks. And I walk into the store and I greet the young man at the counter who knows me at this point. Very sweet man. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if he wants his name out there. But he's like, oh, I'll go grab your order. Give me a second. It's not ready yet, so just hang out here. So I awkwardly do. I kind of stand there with my phone out, and a dude sitting at one of the tables playing runs up to me with a folded, like, Magic playmat. You know, like a mat, like a desk mat. And he goes, hey, Wubby, big fan. Can I get you to sign my playmat? I'm like, oh, sure, of course. Good to meet you. And this is where the fear set in. He reveals the playmat to me. And it is a playmat of me. It's just a blown up screenshot of me from the when I lit a flare in my room and I had the fire extinguisher. It's just that chat is on the playmat. It's just a blown up screenshot of it. And I was like, this is what my mind of me, like, did you follow me here? How long have you been waiting here? And I think he started to feel that too. So he quickly is like, oh, no, like, I'm just here hanging out with my friends. We didn't expect to see you here. I just, I did know that you come here, but I was going to try to meet you at MagicCon, but this is way better. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I remember that on the sub. He posted on the sub. Well, there you go. And I signed it, and it was nice. And then I got a message from Peanut hours later. Hey, Wubby, I ran into that dude with the playmat at Brute Force. I signed it also. Now I'm starting to think this dude was just sitting there. Is it on eBay now? I'd be so mad. He was really sweet. I'm obviously joking. He did not make me feel threatened. He also looked like a military dude. So I don't listen. I don't want no trouble. He's been there every day for 5 months waiting for the day. He doesn't even play. He just stands in a corner. Military housing is right next to Brute Force. That makes sense. There's a lot of military dudes that hang out there. That actually makes sense. So yeah, that was nice. That was sweet. He was a sweet kid. I met another guy there too who had a Pelican case for his Magic cards. And he said he was a fan. And then when that guy had me sign. And I was signing shit. And then he said, want to play Magic? And I said, no. I need to go get a haircut. And that's the end of that story. That's it. UPS employees accused of stealing $25,000 in Magic inventory. What? Sugar City, Idaho. The owner of Idaho Game Store is hoping to be compensated after 3 UPS workers allegedly stole what he believes to be $25K in merchandise. What? I'd do the same. That's not worth it, bro. If you get caught, you are literally not employable ever again. Like I'll keep it a buck. Why the fuck would I ever hire you when you just said, yeah, I would steal from where I work $25,000 worth of shit. Like that's federal. Fuck you. You're done, dude. Like you're done. He noticed multiple UPS packages containing his inventory weren't being delivered. Oh my god, dude. This is my 100% biggest fear. We had a package missing in October. They were stealing multiple. You're so dumb, bro. Just take the fact that you have a job with benefits, bro. What are you doing? I stole from my workplace, was caught, and they still employed me. Yeah, but you probably stole a pen. $25,000. Also, a shipping company is a little different. Bro, if you're a server, right, and you steal a few plates, steal a couple from me, right? But if you're a delivery man and you're stealing tens of thousands in merchandise, like, you're going to prison if you get caught. Like, that's it. Drivers make over $100K a year. Why steal? I don't know if that's true. If that is true, that is kind of mind-blowing. It's not worth it. It's like a bird in the hand, you know, bushy pussy. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. Within a week, we had a second one. Oh, they got cocky. They're like, I got one. I could get another. It was marked as damage from a liquid. These little fucking rats. They're like, it's damaged. You shouldn't have it. It had liquid on it. It's fine. You don't have it. It's fine. They claimed another package leaked onto it and damaged it beyond repair. That's not possible. That shit would have had to have been underwater for like an hour. I thought that doesn't make any sense because the products I have are shrink wrapped. Yeah, exactly. In February, the business lost another package, UPS claiming it was damaged too. The gentleman who works at UPS was in our store, and I was chatting with him and hanging out. And I said, yeah, did you know you've been losing all our packages? We talked, and I said, well, I'm pretty sure it's getting stolen at this point because it's the same supplier, and it's the same products they're getting. Ooh, this is crazy. Many of the alleged stolen products contain Magic the Gathering cards. Let's go, baby. Magic was mentioned. According to the court documents, a deputy at the Madison County Sheriff's Office was assigned. I don't care about, just tell me. The supervisor told, Hodges reportedly worked in the area. Deputy said he utilized. Okay, internal investigations. Yeah, they stole thousands. Cool. All right, see you in prison. Sorry, I had a meltdown there because every sentence, this is written like an article, and I'll be honest with you, ADD, whatever you want to call it, Zoomer brain, autism, retardation, whatever you want to label me, reading articles makes me want to tear my hair out. There is so much yada yada. It's just like, come on. I don't need the backstory of so-and-so sheriff at the tell me, just keep, like, bullet point this bitch, please, bro. And it's always news articles that are written like this. I cannot do it. I like recipes too. Oh, I am so, okay. Who just said the recipe thing? I'm gonna call you out because you are my king. I forgot about this. Oh my fuck. First off, I don't cook enough. So this is new to me now. Online recipes? What are these fucking people smoking? I almost attempted to privately dox one of these people because they use too many words in how to oven sear a steak. Okay, so like, it'll literally be like, I'm gonna give you an example, right? You know how you take a steak and sometimes you'll sear it and then you'll pop it in the oven? I was just looking for what temperature my oven should be and how many minutes after I sear the steak. So I sear the steak on all sides and then I pop it in the oven, right? And I just wanted to know, I know it's like, I don't know, 7 minutes, whatever. I just didn't know what the temperature was and I didn't know the amount of time, right? So thank you, chat. Look at how fast that answer is. Thank you, guys. So I go to Google and I look this up. And I gave up. I gave up. Because the top 5 results, you click on it, right? How to oven cook a steak the right way. So you start scrolling. First paragraph. My name is Casey, and I have been. I'm like, okay, she's getting a life story. Then she starts talking about how the impact of steak on her family, and it's like, okay, scroll past that, and then it goes, what you need. It starts listing like the type of oven you should own, tongs, a fucking. I know I need a pan. I know I need an oven, and then it's like, give it like salt. Here's the. Honestly, my preferred salt. What do you mean your preferred salt? Pepper. I've been using this pepper for a few years. Well, actually, my grandmother has a very special pepper she's been buying from this local. Oh, just tell me the temperature. Dude, and here's the crazy thing. It was let me see if I can find this. Let me see if I can just, without any prep at all. How to oven cook a steak. Let's just see. Let's click on the first result. The Cookie Rookie. Welcome, my name is Becky Harden. Here at the Cookie Rookie, I lead a team of dedicated recipe developers, okay? My favorite meal on the entire planet is a perfectly cooked steak. Lucky for me, it's so simple to achieve restaurant-worthy greatness for anyone and everyone at home. This oven-baked steak with melted butter and thyme leads to the most tender, boneless... Bitch, get on with it. Hold on, I'm going to scroll off screen to see if this even... Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on, look at this shit. Okay, look. We have, it starts here. We have a photo. Keep in mind, I'm on mobile. I'm on fucking mobile when I'm doing this. Look at this. Pat and I have a tradition of going to a fancy... Dude, Becky, I need you to hear me with my whole chest. Fuck you and Pat forever. Fuck you and Pat. Till the end of time. We will be Stardust, and my Stardust will still be thinking, fuck you forever. Ingredients for oven bake. Oh my God, just what's the temperature? What's the temperature? Scroll to the bottom. Look at this. We're still not in the recipe yet. Tips for success. We're still not at the recipe. How to store and reheat. Serving suggestions. Now, I know everyone's already pointing it out. There is a jump to the recipe button. Okay, there is a jump to the recipe button. So let's see if this even changes anything. All right. So keep in mind, when I did this, I was on my phone. This is slightly easier being on a desktop, but I want to be like, when you're in your kitchen, I don't know what you're doing. It's phone or nothing. I don't even want to bring a laptop in there. Wait, it's not on mobile. The jump to recipe thing is not on mobile. Quick, somebody go on mobile. The Cookie Rookie oven baked steak. Tell me if it's not on mobile, because right now I'm going to ban everybody who pointed this stupid little button out. It is on mobile. All right, so fair enough. So let's jump to recipe. Let's see, even with this, skip the yada yada, show me the recipe. Let's see if this helps. Okay, so oven baked steak. Just okay, step by step equipment. Okay, this shows me. This is better. This is faster. I'm not going to apologize. I'm standing on business. Becky, Pat, wrap it up. Come on, let's just give me... when you're standing there wanting to bake, do you even want to have to go through that? I don't. Why should I have to skip the 14 pages? You know they went years without that button, though. I mean, here's the reality, right? No matter how you want to slice it, on mobile, I remember going to 5 different sites before I gave up. Wait, here, this one doesn't have one. Here we go. Perfect. Look at this. This is the result right under it. This is literally the result right under it. How to cook steak in the oven. Make the perfect steak in the oven that's caramelized, juicy, tender, and quick. Top your steak with garlic or butter. Look at this. This is another... Is that cutie? No. Hi. I'm Jamie Lynn Nye. View recipe. How'd that get there? Now, in the face of evidence contrary to a belief that I came into this... I had a pre-established belief, and I'm being faced with evidence that is contrary to that belief. The intelligent man will shift his belief to fit the reality of the evidence being presented. But the genius will pivot and double down. That is not a well-designed button. I'm sorry, but in order to share the recipes, okay, especially on mobile, I'm gonna look on mobile because I'm losing my mind. I'm sorry, but you guys are saying the button's right there. Why didn't you click it? Even now, I wouldn't have embarrassed myself and I didn't see it. I didn't fucking see it. They'd rather you pin it, share it, tweet it, or email it before seeing. You have to understand something, chat. These are designed to not that you don't do that. They want you on the site. They want you reading. They want all of this stuff. They want you there for longer. They want you clicking things. They want all that. Hold on. How to cook a steak in the oven. Enter. Okay, those are sponsored. Don't care. Where's the first non-sponsor one? I'll just click. We'll just do apples to apples. What is this site called? iHeartNaptime.net. Okay, it's right there. It doesn't even matter, man. Anyway, I stand by what I said. Chat is retarded. I feel you, Wubby. I hate it so much. It's very anti-user. The whole web is becoming like that. Well, no, I'm not mad at chat because here's the thing. I presented it too hot. I think the middle ground after being proven wrong that I'm landing on is, yeah, no, it's there. It's fair. It's there. It's not designed well. It's annoying, especially on mobile. It's very frustrating that finding a recipe involves skipping it. Hear the vacuum. Skipping like a multi-page long article. Yeah, it's annoying. But that's okay. I can skill myself, so. Can we have an autism safe space here real quick? I know a lot of my chat is autistic, so you guys sit this one out, okay? I'm gonna ask something on behalf of us to people in this chat who aren't autistic, okay? And this is a huge service because, as you guys know, the other day after the Cringer drink, you probably heard on stream, we were going to dinner, we went to dinner, it was a group, it was fun, okay. But I'm not autistic, but there's these things pop up in my day-to-day life, and I don't actually know socially what a normal human would do in this situation. So I'm like, you know what I'll do is I'll go to Twitch chat and we'll weed through the turd to find the corn right now. So question for chat, please. This is a real question. It's not a lethal dose of copium. This is a real question. When the waiter, okay, let's say you're at a dinner. It doesn't matter how many people, unless you're alone. If you're alone, this doesn't apply to you. But if you're at a dinner and the waiter comes up next to you, he's standing next to me. He's closest to me. He's not across the table. He's next to me. Why are you saying you're the asshole? I've done nothing. What have I done? He's standing next to me and he starts talking about, oh, any questions? Okay. And then he's like, we have 4 specials that aren't actually on the menu. And he goes into a maybe 6-minute detailed conversation about all the specials they have. Now, chat, here's the question. Where am I supposed to look? I almost got up to use the bathroom while he was talking because I was having a full-blown meltdown of where I was supposed to look. At him? No, people saying at him. Everyone's saying at him. Stop making it sound simple. What do you mean at him? Okay, hold on. Let me show you how close that... POV, you're the waiter. Ready? Hold on. Let me actually do this. I'm going to lower my chair. POV, you're the waiter. Is this what you want? You see what I'm saying? Yes, bro. But... Okay. Let me clarify. I hate that you guys are acting like this isn't like I'm weird. Let me explain. If the waiter's across the table, let me show you what I might do. Okay. So I have my menu here, and the waiter's across the table. I go very casual. There's a nice distance between us. He's addressing the whole table. The dude is inches from me right here. What do you mean? And so the whole time, I'm looking around the table, nobody's looking at him. So I'm like, I don't want him to think we're not listening. So I'm like, I keep looking at him and then looking away. And then I start to feel he's getting uncomfortable. And then in my head, I'm like, I'm sure he doesn't want me looking at him. He just wants me listening. So then I start looking at my menu. And when he would say things, I would point. But I knew, and he knew I knew, and I knew he knew, I wasn't pointing at anything he was saying because they were off the menu items. And it went on for so long because there were 4 items that he went through. And it detailed, oh, it's, deep water, salmon, the ice cold, fresh. Overthinking, bro. Okay, but here's what I hate. Here's what's actually making me want to scream. It's that you people in chat, yeah, you people, are acting like this is so, like, what do you mean, Wubby? Just stare at him. I'm telling you, the microphone is him. It's way too close for eye contact. Everyone's like, just look at him. But do you not acknowledge that it's a little weird to be staring at him? And here's the thing too, I want to respect him. I can't stand when a waiter comes, if you've ever been in a group setting, waiter comes to the table and everyone just won't shut up. Like, shut the fuck up, let him say his thing, even if you don't care, and let him walk away, right? Just give him the time, right? I'm not saying disrespect. I just don't want him to feel my little ass like, it's too close. Across the table, by the way. Oh, perfect. We're at a casual distance. Oh, the salmon. Okay, yeah. What do you think of the salmon? Okay. A teacher talks to you for an hour or so. Yeah, but if a teacher talks to you, there's always an implication that there's something else on your desk that you're looking at or whatever, right? And maybe you casually glance up as you're working. There's nothing. He's referencing off-menu items. Okay, autistic people, please talk in chat. I'm sorry I sent you guys away. Everyone's making me feel so alone. I'm getting very overwhelmed. Autistic people, please say something. Come to me, please. Real answer is that it's really awkward. It's always awkward as shit when the waiter takes forever to explain the menu. Specials should be written down on a printout. Oh, damn, thank you. See? I shouldn't have asked chat. Chat made it so cut and dry. Just lock fucking eyes with this man, even if you're 6 inches from his dick, and do not remove eye contact. DMs? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Who the fuck is this? This guy says, I have the answer, get me on a call. Peanut puts me in a group chat with him. His photo is the little black guy, Beetlejuice or whatever, from the Howard Stern show. Brother, there is no... I give this a 3% chance that you get on this call and don't say the N-word. Here we go. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. What's your name?
It's the dictionary, or
oh, this is the dictionary. Oh, I have streamer mode on, so all the names. Okay, wait, I trust you.
Okay, I do have a real answer. I've been in a situation like this before.
Yeah,
and yeah, it does get pretty awkward.
Okay,
you know, it's just like, yeah, right next to you. Like it's a power move for the waiter too. So it's just like kind of putting you in that place. It's like, damn,
yeah,
like, dude.
Yeah.
So, you ready for my answer?
I'm ready.
Okay. So he's there. He's chatting away. You go in between looking at him, and you have the menu in front of you, right? And you just want to go. It's not like you're looking at one the entire time. You go in between. It's like a step-by-step type thing.
But there's nothing on the menu.
Oh. Say. Then you pretend there's something on the menu.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, bro! That's the whole point, is he's telling me about off-menu items, bro. So I'm looking at this menu going, oh, there's nothing on here that is even remotely what he's saying. And so I'm looking, I point, oh, pork belly. He's talking about salmon! Okay, the dictionary, I love you. You're great. Wrong! No! That doesn't matter. Still look at the menu. Okay, but chat, I want you to know, I'm not like so brain dead I didn't think of this. I thought of this. And as I'm looking at the menu, I'm like, what does this do? I'm like, yeah, I'm just like, I feel like the waiter knows and I know that I'm just breaking eye contact. Get me on a call. I can explain. Can I be honest with you? I think I have my answer. I think I fake a seizure at the table, or have like a little pre-made button that attaches to my leg that I can press that rings my phone. I go, oh, I'm so sorry. And then I just walk 15 feet away and just from 15 feet away, I just stare at the waiter until he's gone. Do we like that? Shit your pants aggressively. Ruin the night for everyone around you. Look at a random direction and nod like you're visualizing. Okay, that is a great answer. That is something I've done in the past. That is something I do feel comfortable about, but I don't know if it's rude. Like, he's right next to me. I will stare off into the distance and go, oh, like nodding, like there's even a chance I'm gonna try the octopus asshole. Like, I'm just waiting for him to walk away so I can get like the truffle fries and the tenders. But I have done that where I just, and maybe look at someone there and go, Ash is saying this shit. Ash is like, so Wubby, it's so simple. Do this. As if she isn't the most like autistic person at dinner. No matter what chat says, nobody's an expert on this one. You could just look at the drink menu. Solid choice. Okay, Ash said, it can be awkward. If I was in your exact situation, I would have looked at the waiter and glanced down at the menu, even if there's nothing on it. If it went on for 6 minutes, I'd maintain eye contact with him. That's too intimate. I'm gonna learn about his trauma, issues in his childhood, disappointments to his father. And I don't blame the waiter. He was very sweet. Did he ask if you guys wanted to hear the specials, or did you just start talking about them? He did not ask. In fact, I find it pretty uncommon that they actually ask. This is just my experience. I don't know if asking is normal, but they will explain. And you know what? The thing I will admit, sometimes it's a little like fries in the bag type situation. Because like we got pitched this, oh God, it was this whiskey triome thing. I don't even know how to describe it. It was like a whiskey sampling of imported whiskey that is illegal normally or something. And nobody wanted to try it, but Whiskey Flight, that's what it's called. It was a whiskey flight. But he was just so like multiple minute explanation of each whiskey. And all of us were just like, it started to feel bad. So we're like, yeah, well, we'll get one for the table. Nobody wanted it. Next time, just pull up Pistola on your phone. That is a power play. Just start looking at pornography. Like, hold on, I gotta take this. It's like, oh, okay. And then you just pull up, just like Pornhub. Full video. full volume. Here's my special. Oh, dude. Okay, this happened. We were sitting around at the food court and at MagicCon, and a dude like died. And also, MagicCon got me a little nervous. Their reaction time. Again, I want to say overall, I liked MagicCon. I think it was a professional con. I enjoyed it. The Wizard staff I talked to all liked me, but this part had me a little worried. We were close to it happening too. We're about 20 feet from where it went down. In the food court, we've taken over a little table. Food court's maybe 20, 30 feet from where we're sitting. And a dude just collapses, passes out. And I see, we don't realize it yet, but there's another person standing just screaming, medic, we need a medical, just screaming. And we're like, what is this guy yelling about? And then we look, we see the guy passed out. And then we're like, oh, this guy's screaming to get attention. And then that's when other people, me a medic, he's in! And then other people closer start like running off in different directions. Other people are yelling. And at this point, maybe after 30 seconds or a minute, like someone from staff walks up to the situation and 2 or 3 people are standing around him now. None of them, by the way, paramedics. None of them anything, as far as we can tell. And I shit you not, it was like 15, 20 minutes before this dude was even taken somewhere else or somebody showed up. I was starting to panic because one of the ladies working like the cafeteria or something, not a paramedic, started doing chest compressions on this guy. And then somebody else there was like, stop. Like, what are you doing? What is happening? And the whole time I'm like, why hasn't somebody who works here gotten on like a radio and gotten there? There's like police at the front door. Like, what's happening? Why did it took so, the bystander effect? It wasn't the bystander effect. Okay, first off, bystander effect should not apply to a convention center when you're the staff working the con. Like, you need to get it done. They're standing there, right? Like, I don't have a walkie that can get the fucking paramedics, right? I'm not working the con. I could call 911, but that's not what we're looking for here. We need the dudes to, Wubby bystanding? No, I was doing my part by not getting in the fucking way. There was a lot of people just standing around doing nothing. Here's what I'm saying. Here's the point I'm making. We got the attention of staff. Like, staff was there. At that point, you need to back off. When staff is there, everything that can be done is being done, right? But it was like 15 minutes from when staff got there till anything happened. And I'm just watching like, what the fuck? Why are we doing chest compressions? Is this man dying? He then gets up, passes out again. I'm like, why are we letting him stand up? What is happening? Not getting in the way is the most common excuse for the bystander effect. Okay, hold on. No, pause. I'm pausing everything right there. Pausing stream. Here we go. You have 5 minutes. Reach out to Peanut. You're getting on a call. You're going to tell me what you think I should have done in that situation. You're going to get on a call, and you're going to tell me exactly what I should have done in that situation. I want you to tell me. You're going to tell me, as someone who wasn't there, you're going to tell me exactly what I should have done. Okay? We have people running off in different directions. We have people on the phone. We have a dude standing next to him. We have staff standing next to him. Please tell me what I should have done. Please. I would love to hear it. He already left. Let's check. Let's check if he's gone. No, he's still in chat. Come on, reach out to Peanut. We're going to see. We got goddamn Superman in chat who's like, why didn't you save the day? Nurse Spooky was the nurse who was there. Oh, Nurse Spooky. I'd love for you to be on the call too then, because you can make sure this guy doesn't, say anything out of line. He wouldn't do that, right? Please. Oh, he left. Mods, you can ban him. Like, I hate to say it, right? Okay, so if a dude collapsed next to me, if I'm right next to him, right, I would either do one of two things. I would either be the guy trying to get a staff member in that moment, right? Or if somebody's trying to get the staff member, I would be the guy sprinting to the front of the con to tell the police. Both of those things were covered. We have staff there, okay? We have people who ran off in every direction to go get help. Anything else I can do is now getting in the way. Why didn't you perform an emergency tracheotomy? I did. See, that's what I didn't see. I actually got all of you guys. I did do that. I did. I saved this man's life. And guess who it was? Guess who it was that collapsed? It happened to be Robert Downey Jr. And guess what he said? He said, "You saved my life. Let me show you something." We went back to his penthouse, and guess what he showed me? A real, working, functioning Iron Man suit. I wasn't allowed to tell you that. You call 911 because there should be paramedics on call, and dispatch might get them sooner than the con staff. Okay. All right. She did the right thing by doing CPR? I mean, Peanut, what you just said, I'm not even going to read out loud. It's true, but it's not going to be good enough for people. It's not going to be good enough. They're going to be like, "No, you have to do it." Like, there were multiple people who were doing that, literally. So the dude collapsed. One dude starts screaming. We don't know what's going on. Multiple people take off in different directions. And then there's a small crowd that forms around him. Multiple people at this point are doing this. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to not do anything. I'm going to stand here and be a bystander, and I'm going to let this guy die so that way my chat can realize I'm not a good person. And I don't want it to get twisted. I want everyone to know this one very specific thing about me. I am a bad person, and while I was watching this man faint, all I could hope for was this man fucking died in this con. That's all I wanted. I was praying for it. In fact, I pulled up a little prayer note on my phone that I have saved in my notes for when people collapse around me, because I want to lose them. Anyway, if there's the nurse in chat, I would love to find out what happened. I would love to know. Long story short, still nobody arrived. But they got him onto a chair, which again, I'm like, what is it? Like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if this person is a paramedic who's moving him. I don't know at this point. There were multiple people with like clearly working there, but I don't know who was an expert or not. I did steal his wallet. Nurse Spooky, let's get on a call real quick. I'm very curious. I'm first aid trained. The solution to the bystander effect is for the trained people to act and tell bystanders what they need to do, like call 911 or get water, whatever. So that was happening. No, Honky, I appreciate you saying it. That was happening. Staff arrived very quickly, and then were telling people what to do. But also, I don't know if they knew. It was very weird. It was very confusing, and it was a little disappointing to see, like, I don't know. I feel like collapsing at a con is you should be able to get help instantly, and I felt like the staff were just kind of like, shit. I understand what you're saying. Poor guy traumatized for a bunch of nerds who watch it all go down. Yeah, dude, it was bizarro. Also, you know what? Can I share something here? Maybe this will help people understand where I'm coming a little bit more. I'm not a 911 guy. I don't know if it's just because I haven't had to do it often, but like me calling 911 is a fucking big deal. Now maybe again, stop putting me on a fucking pedestal. Chat. I do not function in my day-to-day of making the greatest, most effective, smartest, safest, humanity-forward decisions ever, right? And as a result, I am not a 911 guy. I try to avoid 911 unless it's a really big deal. Is that a flaw in my logic? Probably. It probably is, but I'm scared to call 911. I'm always just like, what if they're like, "Okay, retard," and they hang up on me? What if they're like, "Dude, shut up"? And I'm like, "Oh, oops. Get over your fear right now. Call 911. Okay. Oh, here we go. We got the nurse. Carry a prepaid phone, call 911, then toss it and run. Hey, what's up, Nurse Spooky?
Yo.
Oh, you're a man.
Oh, I am. I was part of the couch couple that was... We were sitting at the table eating pizza next to you guys.
Oh, you were creeping on us.
No, we were there first.
Okay, all right. So
yeah.
We'll leave it at that. Real quick, before you continue, chat, did you think this was a chick also? Like before we got on the call? You're not only not a chick, you sound very manly.
Thank you.
All right, so what's the rundown, man? What happened to this person?
I mean, both my girlfriend and I are nurses. We were sitting there eating our pizza, and we heard a big ass thud. And she thought somebody dropped something on the ground. And I looked up and saw the dude just fully flat on the concrete. And the first thing that runs through my head is like, oh my gosh, somebody better go check on that guy. And then it's like,
God, I hope
oh
somebody
wait,
does something about that.
no, literally, like I
So you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Well, it's different when you're not at work in that mindset and stuff. So
yeah, it's got like you exist in the realm of not online, and not every action you take is the best under scrutiny, right?
Yeah. Plus, that guy was ruining my MagicCon experience.
That's what I'm saying. We finally get to sit down. We finally get to have pizza.
Exactly.
Go on. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I went over there and he didn't look great. Just super, super pale. It could have been a like blood sugar thing or like low blood pressure or some, combination of that. One of his friends showed up sometime after and was like, oh no, he doesn't have any medical conditions, anything. And, so I'm like, okay, well, he does now, clearly. So we were just trying to like, get him to come to and stay calm and all that stuff. But, he did a very common thing, waking up out of passing out, especially with a concussion. He's like, I'm good. I need to go. So
right. He's trying to jump up.
Yep. So
we saw that.
Oh Lord. So yeah, we're trying to, there's several staff members there. They're like, okay, EMS is on the way. They're on site. So I'm like, yeah, they'll be here in like a couple minutes. So they're assuring me like, it's a liability for us if you're here doing this stuff. And I'm like, let me just make sure at least they're like on their way or something. And as soon as I start walking away, yeah, they let him just stand up. Like I heard over my shoulder, like, okay, just slowly. And then he hits the ground again. Yep. So that was immediately like, oh shit, like, okay, let me go back there again. And
meanwhile, you could be shopping or eating pizza.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Eating my cold ass pizza. Yeah.
That pizza was ass, by the way.
Dude, it was so freezing cold.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
Like so I was mortified that they served that. Maybe that's why he passed out.
Yeah, I'm a chubby boy, and I threw most of it away. I was like,
that's what I'm saying, dude.
It's trash. Give me some Totinos.
I'm so happy you're here right now. Anyway, continue, please.
So essentially, like, I go back over there. I'm chilling with him again. His friend is like trying to keep him calm, and then too many people are showing up and they're freaking him out. I don't know if you've ever passed out before, or like had a concussion, but it's a like scary experience coming to, and like you're in a completely different place. So
you're confused
mentally.
I've had it happen once.
The second time when I went over there, that's when a lady comes over. I'm actively monitoring his pulse. I've got my finger on his neck. I'm talking to him. He's kind of like, gurgling and barely responding, but he's there. And she just starts doing the shittiest chest compressions I've ever seen on an awake man with a pulse
that lady,
who is breathing. I think she was like janitorial or something like that.
I saw her come out of the kitchen. I saw her come out of like the back room kitchen of the pizza place. I couldn't believe it.
And there were other staff there going, no, he's a nurse. Like it's okay. Like, and she starts doing it, and I'm like sitting there going, hey, please stop. Like he's okay. Like relax. She wasn't stopping, so I had to physically like kind of push her back, and then like a couple other people got involved too.
I did hear that you assaulted a woman.
Yeah, well, listen, it's not on camera,
you a hero,
so
though. It makes you a hero. Just
listen.
Worth it.
It's okay. I had my lawyer. No, she could have broken his ribs. She could have put him into an actual like dangerous like arrhythmia if there was something cardiac going on with this.
Well, let's agree on something. Hey, at least she did something, right? Bystander effect. You know what I mean? She did something.
Well, at this point, we're still waiting on the paramedics who, again, they're on site. I guess one of my friends was saying they were just parked way far away at like a different convention hall or something. I don't know. So
that's what as someone who was bystanding and affecting, we were all like, what the fuck? Like, we know they've been contacted. Where the fuck are they? It was freaking us out a little bit. I'm like, oh my God.
It is so frustrating. And by the time they finally did show up, they walked him away, and I was like, hey, like he just passed out twice. no gurney, no wheelchair, nothing. So I'm like, all right, I can't be near that because it's an actual like liability for me. I told them, and I think they walked him off to like another room or something. He probably just he might be like a type 1 and not know it or something. So but
low blood sugar or just like dehydrated maybe or something
or just severely dehydrated. It's Vegas, even though it was cooling off. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for you signed both my girlfriend and I's retards and my reparations.
Oh,
love the bird tokens, all that. So thanks.
I love you. Thank you for calling in, man. Thank you for explaining. Rob. Bye. What a crazy way to end that story. Yeah, you signed me in, my girlfriend's retards. That's America's finest right there. Well, there you go. Okay, so that was it was nice to hear from the other perspective that I will grow right now with you live. I will concede the morally and most objectively proper thing to do would be everyone who saw it happen immediately call 911. I understand that. I will concede that is objectively true. Okay? But I will also not concede that my understanding of the situation was accurate enough to where I did not have to. Will that always be true? No, it won't. It won't. Maybe I'll get it wrong and someone will die because I'm a coward. I can live with that. That being said, though, hearing from a nurse's perspective, everything that I thought was happening because it all happened in front of me. Also, what I really want the focus to be, not me not calling 911. I would like the focus to be the fucking janitor lady who's like, I've been in Wubby's chat. I will not be made fun of. Boom, 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 boom. What the fuck, dude? She said, not on my watch. All I knew is I'm like, that does not look like a paramedic. She is wearing like a uniform. Bitch, put down her mop. The evidence of the bystander effect is also very inconsistent. It's not clear whether it's actually real or a significant thing. I think the only thing that telling the story gave any evidence for is that chat, not all chat, in fact, 99% of you are pretty cool. But like a small, loud minority in chat has the biggest justice boner and holier than thou for basically every single thing I could ever bring to the table ever. I've talked about it on stream so many times. I could give any story. Someone who has done nothing ever for anyone, like literally the most milquetoast boring person who does not live their life to serve others, will always have something to say. Well, actually, it's like, dude, it's like, listen, what are you doing? But anyway, I'm so glad that guy called in. That was a really great call. Thank you, Nurse Spooky. I feel like it was nice to hear it from some sort of like authority what actually happened. Hey, chat, don't cope. If you see someone drop like that, check their breathing. If they do not need CPR, call 911. What do you... Yes, if the person standing next to me collapsed, yes. Everything you're describing happened. Everything, yes, someone did all that. That all happened. There were 2 nurses over there. It all happened. You know what I mean? I don't want to fuck up and kill someone. Whatever, dude. Listen, at the end of the day, say what you will about that story, but at the end of the day, I'm going to side with the nurse. And you know what that nurse just said? He said, this fucking asshole collapsing and ruining my con. I'm with him on that. I was trying to enjoy my cold-ass, bum-ass pizza, and this dude had the nerve to die. Maybe just he could have done it in a corner. He could have done it in a bathroom where we could have just swept him. Like, come on. If the nurses were there to see you, then that means you saved his life. Oh my God. Hold on. Let's unpack that. The nurses who were at MagicCon had me sign cards for them. I was part of, if not the whole reason, at the very least part of the reason, they were at MagicCon. They were there when the dude collapsed, and they were there to stop the improper CPR. I saved this man's life by doing nothing. I want to move on from this story. I think I'll just bookend it by saying, yeah, chat, for real though, like, if you ever think it's a gotcha to criticize me for not being a good person, I want you to understand, I don't want you to see me as one. Like, genuinely, I sat there going, I'm kind of scared to call 911, so I won't. Like, please, don't get it twisted. I was going to talk about this and I forgot. I had this in my notes for Wednesday's stream, and I totally forgot about it. So Crow Guy posted on the subreddit, and this was like one of the most confusing posts I've ever seen. And hopefully this, Crow Guy, if you're watching, hopefully this cheers you up, because we're going to all look at this, and this is weird. He said, he posted on the subreddit, is it acceptable to bring a thermos to a restaurant and pour soup into the thermos and drink/eat the soup without a spoon? Can you do this with cereal? Is this weird or not? And he clarifies, there's no point in using a spoon for soup if it's mostly liquid. So why not just pour it into a cup like this one? And then he links an Amazon tumbler. Like, what do you call these things? He links one of these. One of the top comments is, hey man, how's it going? And he said, bad. Yeah, that's crazy. This is insane. Let me answer this question for real though. Once again, let me frame the question. Is it acceptable to bring a thermos to a restaurant and pour soup into it and then eat it? Thermos for reference here. I'm going to tell you right now, undoubtedly, astronomically across the board, unacceptable. This is fucking crazy. This is crazy. No, do not, take. This is insane. No. Maybe if you had one of those traditional thermoses where you pour it into like the little cup top and also, this maybe applies if you're camping in the fucking Arctic, because, okay, hold on. What soup are you gonna drink through a cup straw? I'm sorry. I need to be real here. What soup are you gonna drink through a cup straw? Tomato? You are sick. That is sick. What do you mean tomato? Hell motherfucking no. One, how am I gonna dip my grilled cheese into it? Two, how am I gonna put my little crackers into it? This is all insane. Chicken noodle. Okay, cool. So I'll drink all the broth and I'll have a weird shit tier pasta left for me at the bottom. This is insane. Also, we're not only just talking about drinking this soup from a straw out of a cup. We're not just talking about it. We're talking about going to a restaurant with your own cup and transferring the soup into a cup with a straw. People saying Wubby take, and I know you are just trying to gaslight because you would never in a million fucking years do this at a restaurant. That is what are you talking about? Yeah, hold on. I have my own bowl. Pulls out a fucking hydro flask. Have you lost your goddamn mind? Also, people listing situations that we're not talking about. SpaghettiOs, okay, you don't get SpaghettiOs from a restaurant. You're listing ways. The question here is it acceptable to bring this cup to a restaurant and pour your soup into it and drink it? Abso-fucking-lutely not. That is unhit. Where are my servers here in chat? If you saw this, would you be like, that's a normal thing to do? No, I understand what he's doing. Chat, also, I want you to know, this isn't the slam dunk you think it is by telling me take. When you spam take, it's like slapping a post-it note on your forehead that says, be patient, I have autism. The people spamming take here legitimately are like, what? Why is it weird to wear noise-canceling headphones at the mall? What do you mean? What's unusual about that? We know, bro, it's okay. We know it's okay. I get it. Poll, here's what I want the poll to say. Is this acceptable? Yes or no? Yes or no? This is not acceptable. This is insane. If it's dinner, it's okay. Hold on. What do you mean if it's dinner, it's okay? So let's expand this. If I'm with a group of fucking friends at a restaurant and Peanut pulls this out and pours his soup into it, I'm legit. If we're at a nice enough place, I'm gonna grab his hand. I'm gonna go, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm gonna grab his hand. Hey, what are you doing? Look, what are you doing? If he goes, what? I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna stop, Peanut, stop. What are you doing? Anyone who says otherwise, you must not go out. Look, and there we go. Just like I thought, okay? It's the loud minority it always is. Chat makes me feel so like, what do you mean, Wubby? This is a crazy opinion you have. And then we put it to a poll. 82% of people agree with me. Okay, now hold on. That means 18% of this chat. Hold on. What percentage of the U.S. has autism? Damn, we are beating the odds here. I voted no, but it's an L take. That doesn't see you have something far beyond autism because you agreed with me, but it's an L take. Some people with medical conditions can't hold spoons. I'm banning you. If you, dude, you are a 2-year sub. Take 30. Take 30. Some people with medical conditions can't hold spoons. Okay, that was the spirit of the question, wasn't it? Yep, that actually is such a good response. Imagine, ladies in chat, just talking to the ladies, or gay men. You're on a date, first date. You go to a nice place, a place where you really considered wearing a dress. You didn't end up wearing a dress, but now that you got there, you really think a dress would have been fine. He's in a suit, but he's not wearing a tie. Okay? You're in a nice place. First date, it's going well. He orders he orders a fancy chicken noodle. It's not called that. It's called some bullshit, right? But he orders a fancy chicken noodle. You notice he has a small briefcase with him, like a small carrying case. You don't know what it's for, but you think maybe he just got off work and you're getting to know each other. All right? He orders the chicken noodle. Okay? You order a nice little tomato with it has a nice little biscuit side and you're dipping and it's all going great. Cocktails show up. His chicken noodle arrives, and you see, he reaches for that little briefcase. And you're like, I wonder what he's finally bringing it out. What's in the briefcase, you ask him. He reaches into the briefcase, and he pulls out none other than the Arctic tumbler with straw accessory. And he goes, could you stabilize it? And he grabs his chicken noodle, and and then, as you're sitting there, he goes, anyway, so tell me about what you do for work. He takes his Arctic straw, and he's just, really? No, I find that fast. Now, let me ask you a question, chat. Is that not gonna be immediately alarming? Are you not going, what the fuck is this, psycho? Am I gonna get killed? I already see people saying, I'm getting soaked, I'm coming. Sure you are, but let's be real. Let's be real. I'm uncomfortable. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? If I'm on a date and the girl's a 10 and she busts out the Arctic tumbler, I'm actually concerned. Wubby, is he paying though? That's up to you. We don't know yet. It's all up in the air. We don't know. You're out of your mind if you think you use the straw to drink the soup. Bro, you're out of your mind if you bring your own dishes to a restaurant. That is a social faux pas. 100 out of 100, the conversation stops fucking there. Unless you have a medical condition or some sort of auxiliary need, bringing your own anything to a restaurant is absolutely forbidden, bro. That is insanity. No, sir. Someone said they bring the comically long fork. Okay, that goes hard. I like that. Especially at a family-style restaurant. Don't say hi to Taco Boy. This is not gonna be in an edit. But what if you put a baked potato in there with some butter and shook it around? Okay, guys, listen. I don't want you to try to justify why this might, in some weird specific situation, be a better way to eat. Because at the end of the day, 9 out of 10 times, no. The answer to the question is, no, it's not really socially acceptable to bring a thermos and pour soup into it at a restaurant. What the fuck? That's crazy. I can't believe I'm doing this right now. I can't believe I'm doing this. What about dipping sauces? Is that socially acceptable to bring? I'm gonna blanket no, but I will give you in some situations I would have less of a problem with it. I work at Olive Garden. Today I had someone come in and order unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks for lunch. Okay, here we go. After I dropped off his first serving, I looked over from the serving station when he pulled out a 5-gallon water jar. Okay, before I keep reading, what's important about this that I think some people aren't understanding, this isn't somebody pouring soup into their thermos to take home. In fact, I would argue, while that's a little cringe, I'm all for getting the food you pay for, and if putting it into a thermos will get it home safely, that's fair. The question was not, is it acceptable to bring my own to-go stuff, which I have a mixed opinion on. The question was, and I will again read the same words I've been reading every time, is it acceptable to bring a thermos to a restaurant, pour soup into it, and drink and eat it that way without a spoon? The answer is no. The answer is across the board, no. the question wasn't, can I bring a thermos and pack up my soup that I didn't finish? I'd be like, depending on the place. I'll give you an example. I would do it. I would think I would have no problem with it at Cheesecake Factory. I would have a problem with it at a restaurant where the women have to wear dresses and the men have to wear suits. That's a little weird. I think that's a little trashy, right? At Olive Garden, yeah, fuck it. I don't care. Mom, you want to bring Tupperware and steal breadsticks, Mom? Fucking go for it. Fuck Olive Garden. We're not going to do that at like the downtown restaurant where we had to valet the car. Okay, 5-gallon water jug from the water cooler out of his backpack. He poured everything into it. This went on for 3 hours until he finally left, and I saw him walk out of the building sucking soup, salad, and breadstick slurry from his backpack with the tube. Good tipper, though. Hey, good tipper. I think everybody wins there. I can concede so many things, and there are so many times where I will scream and argue with you guys, and by the end of it, I'll give like a summary concession where like, hey, I don't think we're that different after all. I see where you're coming from, and I like to try to, I'll drop the character for a minute, the hyper-aggressive, very opinionated character, and I'll give you a real side of me where I'm like, hey, man, I see what you're saying with this, yada, yada. I do that with some things. No, this one I give none. This one I give no concession on. Absolutely unacceptable. If me and chat as an entity were out on a nice dinner and you busted out a thermos, I'm not. God, it's not a deal breaker, but it's a sign that I'm legitimately concerned of what other things you're gonna think are okay. See, what's really damning is the image he linked is like a fucking hydro flask type thing. This is a little bit more acceptable. Like legitimately, I would feel a little more comfortable seeing this, but even then, this at the dinner table in a restaurant would piss me off. But this is a little more acceptable, right? Like we can agree, if the other one is an absolute no, I'm more on the maybe, but I'm still leaning no. I would do this, but I'm a weirdo who eats paper. Okay, I want everyone to hear that. To anyone who voted, this is not weird. Just know you have the paper eating guy on your side. Like, I'm not even lying. Just fucking know that. The dude who eats paper is backing your cause. I used to eat paper and glue. Yeah, I used to is different. I don't give a fuck about who you were. That's great. I mean, like, that's not weird at all. I used to put toothbrush holders in my ass. Used to, every few years, you're a new person if you're actually growing. You know what I mean? It's about, hey, I currently eat paper and glue. Hold on, are you 9? So I'm at this upscale bistro, right? I order soup thinking I'll save it like a normal person, but when it arrives, the bowl is so shallow, it's basically a plate. Okay, you're wrong then. You're not at an upscale bistro, bro. Where the fuck are you gonna get soup served on a plate? Okay, what are you even saying? But it arrives, the bowl's so shallow, it's basically a plate. No, it's not. I'm starving, so without thinking, I lean in and start slurping it up like a dog bowl. The couple next to me gasps, and the waiter comes over and gently places a spoon in front of me like, sir, please. I tipped 30%. I knew I wasn't allowed back. That's crazy. Chat, I worry about some of you because at the end of the day, these conversations are actually probably my favorite thing to do on stream. These are the most fun for me. Even if I'm screaming, I'm so mad at you, these are the most fun things on stream for me. Like, I promise you, it's like a fun, it reminds me of like after school debate class and just like getting into it, like pointless arguments, but it's just fun. Or like being in like Discord with your boys and you're just arguing about stupid shit. Like it gets so heated, but it doesn't matter. That's how it feels. It's really fun. You ever steal food from buffets when you were little? Speaking of stealing, okay, we're talking about, is it acceptable? I know that stealing from restaurants is not okay, but I can't help myself if they set down a really rambunctious looking spoon. Maybe there's a strange looking fork. I can't not steal. Now, let me be clear. I'm not stealing. I don't go and, I don't take the $1 million prize bottle. No. It's like, oh, this dessert is served with the cutest little cup. I go, oh my God, that fits in my pocket. That's crazy. That is crazy. Red Lobster mini forks? You caught me. Uh-oh. Now, again, I don't steal useful items if they put a really nice knife. No, fuck that. It has to be able to fit in my pocket. Is stealing from Olive Garden if it's unlimited? Well, no, it's not that. Like in Vegas, there was a little tiny fork at the thing we went to. It was for like it was for caviar. Or no, not caviar. Escargot, my cargo. They serve it with a little tiny fork, and I'm like, shit. That's in my pocket. That's been in my pocket. That's gonna stay in my pocket. That's in my checked luggage. And I went to a restaurant last night with my dad, and I want you guys to know, I didn't even steal anything. But when I was leaving the restaurant on the way out, I found this little tea cup. This little cup for tea. I found this on the ground. I think somebody must have dropped it. I knew I didn't want it to go to waste, so I brought it home with me. You stole it? What do you mean, so you stole it? So I'm at this cute little Italian restaurant, and they bring out the breadstick and the nicest little woven tray you've ever seen. Like, I'm sitting there thinking, this would look amazing on my coffee table. That's crazy. I stuffed my last breadstick in my bag and very casually slide the tray in after. Those trays are shit. The waiter comes back, looks at the empty spot where the tray was, and says, wow, you must really enjoy it. Bro, the fucking waiter going, wow, you must have really enjoyed the bread. I nodded like a criminal master. Bro, he knew. He totally knew. He totally knew. That's crazy. Anyway, don't steal from restaurants. Like, seriously, do not do it.